I'm a little worried about Mel Kiper with Shedeur Sanders not getting drafted last night.
Mel, when Mel gets locked in, you know how that goes. He believes what he believes, and that's part of draft evaluation, right? You get convicted on something, and one of the things you have to do, I guess, though, Dan, when you're in the middle of the broadcast is, look, these are these individual players' moment in time that they're never going to have again. So you don't want to rob anyone else of their time because you personally feel a certain way about maybe another player. And I think sometimes, fans get annoyed at that, and I get that. And I know there were some people who were a little annoyed last night that they thought that after Cam got picked that our conversation quickly shifted to where's Shedeur going to wind up going. And I get that. I understand it. But Mel's he believes what he believes about Shedeur the same way I believe what I believed about C.J. Stroud and Jaden Daniels, the past 2 years. So we'll see how it all turns out.
How surprised were you that he wasn't taken in the first round?
I am, but I'm not. Because, see, I'm surprised because, look, I know the football player. I know that this young man, if you strip away the fact that he's Shedeur Sanders and he's Deion Sanders' son, and that he is someone who is very confident, very self-assured, someone who has lived a great life because of his father has had a great life, that there are some people who just inherently are very jealous of that. And look, when you're talking about player evaluation, there is a subjective personal component to it. You cannot, it's hard for a guy, look, there are human beings who are evaluating these guys and human beings who are picking them. And sometimes if someone comes off the wrong way to you or you don't like it, it just doesn't jive with you, it's going to affect your evaluation. But the evaluation on the football field cannot be disputed. He's one of the best quarterbacks in the country. There's many people who would tell you, look, throw for throw, he can match up with anybody in this draft. Whether that's Cam, whether that's Jackson Dart, whether that's Tyler Shedeur, he can match up throw for throw. He had no help at Colorado, no offensive line. Like, he had more free runners come at him over the past 2 years than any quarterback in FBS, but still he slid. So what does that tell you? There's some things that people just don't like or don't feel are worth first-round value. He's going to get picked today, and I'll tell you what, if you thought he had a chip on his shoulder before, if you thought he was a little bit surly before, look out.